the world's scariest monsters.
Did he say monsters?
Hello everybody and welcome to a very special episode of Watchin' Stuff, as it's also in line with my Scooby-Doo Corner series. I'm Y-Boy, and this horribly broken man is Nero. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of Scooby-Doo movies. I'd argue you've possibly seen more than me.
I've seen all of them.
I'm pretty sure I have too. And this is one of the worst fucking ones I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the live-action ones are in a fucking category all their own because
They're that.
fucking live-action was so fucking bad they couldn't make Fred blonde in the two fucking prequel live-action ones.
Yeah.
Fuck, character has one trait. Blonde.
And now we got Lego Scooby-Doo.
Haunted Hollywood?
Yeah, Haunted Hollywood or Spooky Hollywood or
Some shit. Let that be a lesson. It's so fucking dull. Can't remember the title. And the title's literally Scooby-Doo, followed by two fucking words.
Yeah. We know that one of them's Hollywood, though, because this movie is just basically going to Hollywood movie for Scooby-Doo, which we hadn't seen since Scooby-Doo Goes Hollywood, which is far superior than this, as that one was actually bad in the sort of funnier ways, and good in the other ways because it was just a parody of a bunch of movies.
I can't believe this movie didn't do any effort to, like, use Legos as a way to parody,
Yeah.
like, other shit.
Yeah, because Lego parodies are like a big thing and all that.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, like, even before the advent of the Lego movie as a whole, Lego had been doing, like, animated films for a while. They've been doing DC stuff for quite some time now.
Yeah.
The DC movies are pretty fucking good. The Lego video games,
Yeah.
terrific. I love all of them. They're all
I
really
love
fun.
the ones that I've played too, and with the Lego Universe sort of collection coming out, we got like the Scooby-Doo coming out.
Yeah, like Lego Dimensions
Yeah, Lego
is
Dimensions,
incorporating Shaggy and Scooby as playable characters,
Yeah.
and they did bring back the voice actors Frank Welker and Matthew Lillard
Yeah.
to bring them back to life. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, so, and they're also here as well, so voice acting wise it was pretty alright.
Oh, voice acting wise, it's great. I mean, they brought back everybody you expect. I can't tell if they keep changing fucking Velma.
No, they changed Velma. I know.
Is she?
I didn't recognize the name. I think it was a new.
Oh, was she the actress who played Velma in Mystery Inc., or did she replace Velma after Mystery Inc.?
I have no.
For the new one,
I
Be
have
Cool.
I have no idea.
Because I can't tell. But I know the guy, Greg Griffin is back as Daphne, Frank Welker is back as Fred and Scooby,
Yeah.
and of course the fantastically casted, may he live forever to play the role, Matthew Lillard, is Shaggy.
Yeah. And they're all on, and they're basically, and again, Shaggy and Scooby won another contest, and they.
Isn't it weird how the most mundane fucking members of the team keep winning shit?
Yeah, it's always just winning a contest. Or,
You won a mansion, you won an eating contest,
Yeah.
you won a costume contest.
Yeah.
Scooby, if we just stay home, do you think like we're gonna win shit? Hey, you sat at home. Here, have a fucking trip to a goddamn haunted house. Fuck me.
And so they went to go to Studio Brickton or something like that.
Yeah, Brickton, because Legos.
Yeah, Legos. And so they're there. They basically just I don't know, basically be the special guest just to see the last of the Brickton movies going
Yeah,
out.
I don't get the prizes. So your prize was you got a trip to a fucking studio that's shutting down?
Well, that's probably why it was a contest in the middle of a malt shop.
Isn't that like winning a contest? I mean, like, you just won a contest to eat at this all-you-can-eat buffet. By the way, watch out for the rodent drippings and the roaches that are likely to be in the food.
So yeah, they make it to Brickton, and because they're all like mystery magnets, a bunch of monsters show up.
Because Scooby-Doo.
Yes, Scooby-Doo. And so now the game must keep this Hollywood studio alive so they can solve the mystery and save the studio.
Movie is boring as fuck. You would think the idea of being on a Hollywood lot to allow different sets and costumes and like references to like the Scooby-Doo mythos could happen.
Yep, but they really do nothing of that. They do it the different sets, but they never utilize them.
It would have been brilliant if they had a joke where it's like they had said, what if we made like a Scooby-Doo movie? And Shaggy's like, huh, a Scooby-Doo live-action movie? Who would ever watch that? And everyone just looks at the camera and it's like...
Yeah, that would have been funny. They did do one joke sort of like that, because the Lego Scooby-Doo also had a very short sort of 22-minute special called Night's Nightmare or something like that. And they basically were at the set of that special. And they mentioned that as well. And that was probably one of the funnier jokes in this.
Honestly, we can't really talk about the characters because they're the characters you fucking expect.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they haven't changed at all, and it's just basically all that. If you wanted to like talk like what they do in this sort of thing, basically Shaggy and Scooby's thing is that they've given up like Scooby snacks because they now really realize that they're just being bribed to basically be the life
You
bait.
fuckers basically bribe us to put us in the most dangerous position on the team.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Daphne's thing is that she wants to be like the star of the movies and all that sort of stuff.
That's
and
expected.
Yeah, she's just trying her hardest to do that. And Velma's thing is that she's actually trying to solve the case.
Velma's thing is she's happy to be still on the team.
Yeah, and Fred's thing is that he's being like basically I don't know what you just say, instated as the director of the whole thing.
Fred is put in a position to be a director for one of the movies, and he gets this like beret up his ass about how he thinks he's a filmmaker when he's clearly not.
Yeah. And it just gets to the point where he like puts Scooby into a plane to basically put him into life-threatening danger.
Yeah, honestly, the thing about this movie that could only be said, quite honestly, it's fucking dull. It's kind of... I'm not gonna say... You know what, shit. Actually, I will say this. The Lego Movie fucking spoiled me because the Lego Movie was just so innovative in that it was so beautiful to look at. Its animation was great. It was very clever with its humor. Mm-hmm. The Lego Movie knew how to play on the fact that it was Legos.
Yeah.
How they were like little things that clicked together to make shit.
Yeah.
This movie didn't need to be a fucking Lego movie. This could have just been an animated film.
Yeah, it really could have, and would have benefited a lot more from that. Because, basically, I'm just trying to think, like, the two Lego things that they ever did was, basically, that costume change thing that Shaggy and Scooby did, where they went into a bunch of costumes that you'll have to pay $5 each to get.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, look at all these Lego costumes. Like, the one funny one that was kind of funny was, like, Shaggy jumps up and he's like, check it out, Scoob, I'm the Knight, and he's, like, dressed like Batman, and it's like, because Lego Batman's a thing.
Lego Batman's a thing, and he's getting a movie and all that sort of stuff. And then the thing where they twist the villain's head around to basically show the real face.
Yeah, actually I like that because it's like, we thought it was this bad guy, but in reality, and then they pulled off another wig and like they twist the head around and you see the person's actual face. Yeah,
well they basically ruined that by basically doing that twice.
Yeah, it's not like that joke lends itself to do it twice.
Yeah.
So,
it's just...
the whole movie is mundane at its core. Like, it's not horribly animated, it's TV show budget Lego, so...
Yeah. It's basically...
It's
basically... I can basically put it best like this. It's like an episode of a Scooby-Doo just stretched out over an hour and a half time. If this was like 22 minutes, like, that would be better.
I think, honestly, if they just did Lego Scooby-Doo, the TV show, probably be fine.
Yeah, that would be fine.
I mean, the shit doesn't look like it's even, like, that credible in its animation. Not that it's animated poorly, but... it's obvious by the way like the backgrounds are and stuff. They clearly limited budget, so they didn't have. That's why they didn't have such extravagant settings.
Yeah, it's just basically very like bottom of the barrel sort of animation. All that. It's like basically a tiding pattern just for the year and all that until we get to like the new movies like WrestleMania Mystery 2 and all that sort of stuff.
It's obvious that this is only made because they have a set in the Lego Dimension game.
Yeah,
and they made a Lego set. So this was only animated to push the fact that they made a big bucks.
Yeah, so it's probably just for the advertisement of that, and probably Warner Brothers got a big settlement out of that because of the games.
Well, yeah, they own like Hanna-Barbera and shit too. So I mean,
so they would have gotten a piece of the like Lego Dimensions pie.
Yeah, no, they totally would, and that's why like the other like Scooby-Doo animated films aren't being commercials for some fucking toy they're trying to shill. This was literally, shit, we got like a series of toys.
Yeah, just a series of toys, and it just comes off soulless in the end of it. Like, I see...
which is funny, because it's Scooby-Doo. This shit's been dragged around for, like, what? 20... 40 years?
Yeah, 40 years. It's because it's coming like the end of the 60s, like 69. So it's almost reaching up to 50 years.
Yeah. So it's like, it's funny, because it's like, all this other fucking Scooby-Doo shit they do. I mean, DC and Warner Brothers just they just shit out Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, which is this fucking god-awful comic series that Y-Boy will eventually get around to doing.
I shall.
Shit, you know what you should do?
What?
I recommend you start reviewing each fucking issue of that as is.
Yeah.
I think people would actually get a kick out because you're a Scooby-Doo dude.
Yeah.
So I bet they're interested in your
that's my
opinion.
Scooby-Doo thing.
And besides, since that comic tries to make everything dark and edgy and grim and gritty, I bet people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing though. Even that, as shitty as that comic is, and it's plenty shit, it doesn't feel like it's trying to come out to produce something else out of it.
Yeah, it's trying to be its own sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just trying to be its own thing, whereas this is like, oh fuck, Lego just released all these sets.
Let's just try to do the old thing we did and just basically push that into there.
That's so sad because, like, yeah, Scooby makes a shitload of animated films, and yeah, they're kind of a bit too often for my liking.
Yeah, they're very, all sort of things. Like, it's almost yearly now. And while I like a lot of the Scooby-Doo movies, there are plenty that are just, like, bargain bins, sort of like, let's just put that out there.
Yeah, but, like, you never watch, like, Boo Brothers or Ghoul School or even, like, the WrestleMania or the Kiss one and feel like it's being made to push. Like, it's not, it doesn't have an agenda. Like, it's not trying to push some other project out. It's not like they made the Kiss one and was like, shit, now we can make that Kiss cartoon we've been hoping for.
Yeah.
Which I really wish they did, though.
Yeah, well, the Kiss one is probably just more like, let's make Kiss relevant again. Like, this one is just basically like, let's make Legos even more money for us.
Yeah, well, again, because they have if you look up Legos, they have, like, multiple box sets out that all ties into this. Mm-hmm. So they just said, fuck it, let's just make, like, a big old commercial for it.
Yeah.
And I honestly wonder, does that really work, like, from a financial standpoint? Because, like, so I have to buy the commercial on DVD to,
actually want to get
to know about the product you're selling?
It didn't work for me.
I don't understand that logic.
Yeah.
I'm like actually I'm more confused by that because it's like you need to buy the commercial so you know what to buy.
Like, commercials get me to buy more stuff rather than as a whole movie. I don't see like a movie like someone pours a Coke like, oh my god, I want some Coke now. Maybe it gets the.
I don't know. After watching this movie, I wanted some Coke, but
not the drinking kind. No. Unless you're sick in the head if you want to drink that. But yeah, Lego Scooby-Doo.
What's your scale? You do 1 to 10.
1 to 10. It's definitely one of the lower movies. Like the lowest movie, which I'll say in my list, top 10 Scooby-Doo worst Scooby-Doo movies, which I'll place right here. I'd say this is close to being like 2 to 3 on the lowest of the list.
Okay.
So that would be like 2 to 3 on the top 10 scale. Like, it's just really that boring and uninspired. Like, everything else about it is just pretty, like, sort of thing. So I can't say it's, like, technically the bad Scooby-Doo movie, but narratively, it's probably one of the most dullest ones.
I'd give this a 1 out of 5. This shit was so boring.
Yeah.
The humor wasn't there, and that's so disappointing because these are all fantastic actors. I love each and every one of them, except for maybe Velma, only because I don't know if they changed her again or not. God damn it!
Yeah, they always change her. She has like 12 different voices.
No, seriously, Velma always gets like a new fucking VA, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But like fucking like Daphne, I think has been Grey Delisle since like Zombie Island, I think, or maybe a little bit after Zombie Island.
Yeah, probably.
Matthew Lillard's only been recently in.
Since the first live action movie, he's been Matthew Lillard, I believe. That's it.
No, well, did they do the first animated film after the live action movies? Did Matthew Lillard take over as Shaggy Rogers? I thought his first introduction to Shaggy was Mystery Incorporated.
No, he was Matthew Lillard for a little bit before that.
Oh, okay. But like, I feel like he's become a staple though, like where it's like he is that definitive character.
Yeah, like Frank Welker is Scooby-Doo and all that.
Yeah, he's Scooby and Freddy. Grey Delisle is like Daphne.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, the thing about this movie is, it's so mundane. If anything, like Y-Boy said, if you just did this as like a 20-minute or 30-minute special and put that shit on television, you would have had your fucking commercial for your toy product. I don't know why someone was like, this needed to be like an hour and 15 minutes long.
Yeah. That was way too long. We were, like, halfway through the movie, we were just like, oh my god, are we still on the mystery?
Like, yeah, seriously, like, holy shit. Even then, the mystery itself was...
It's just Scooby-Doo mystery. It would have been a lot more clever if we did, because Because maybe we just won't spoil it here because of whatever.
Yeah, you know, you can figure out the mystery yourself. I mean, we put it together fairly quickly, though. Like, out of the gate, like, as soon as you're introduced to, like, one of the suspects very early on in, like, the first act, we're like, did it?
Yeah, you basically figure out what's really going on and all that. It's a little bit more clever in the way to do it because they don't really do this sort of twist that often. Because it's usually just, like, the one person that's the most, like, suspect, like, touching his hands, like, eh.
Yeah, this was more multiple people actually had legitimate motives for what this was happening. And that part I liked.
Yeah.
But again, because it was dragged out so long, I stopped giving a shit.
Yeah.
Like, really quickly.
Yeah, really. So, yeah, no on this one.
Honestly, if you guys have seen it, comment below. I mean, don't pay it. Like, if it's on television on Cartoon Network or something, watch it, I guess, but...
You don't pay for it.
Don't pay for
the DVD. I made that mistake paying for the DVD myself.
And I made the mistake because I watched it.
Yeah.
So I paid on a emotional sense.
Yep, and a nap time sense, because he went to bed right after that.
So fucking boring.
So, yeah. So please, guys, like, share, and comment below on Lego Scooby-Doo blankety blank Hollywood. Because there's nothing really much else we can say on it other than that.
I wonder if they're gonna make more Lego Scooby-Doos.
I really hope not.
I mean...
But to be fair, they've already made the TV special and now the direct-to-DVD movie. So.
I think if they did just TV specials, or... Again, that TV show idea might not be bad, but I don't know... Like, expense-wise, I don't know how much that would actually cost to constantly do episodes. It's probably cheaper just to do Be Cool, because it looks like it's shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, maybe just continue with Be Cool Scooby-Doo!
That one's actually fucking funny!
Yeah.
And the mysteries are...
Yeah, good. I think they're good for Scooby-Doo.
Fuck, you know what? The show's hilarious, goddammit. It's very self-aware. Watch Be Cool Scooby-Doo.
Yep. So, just watch that, and we'll say... Watch that and just ta-ta for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.